Welcome to our YouTube channel. Ignition Legends is a fresh approach to our passion for cars, die-casts, legendary brands and iconic models.
In the waning years of the 1930s, Germany stood at a crossroads of technological ambition and political upheaval. It was in this crucible that the idea for the Volkswagen Beetle was born, a people's car, accessible to the average citizen and suited to the new era of mobility. Ferdinand Porsche, an accomplished engineer, was tasked with designing a reliable, simple, and affordable automobile. What emerged was a rounded rear-engine car that, in 1938, became known as the KDF Wagen, Kraft durch Freude, or Strength Through Joy. The outbreak of World War II stalled civilian production, as the VW factory was repurposed for military vehicles. Only a handful of early Beetles made it into civilian hands before the factory's assembly lines became focused on supporting the war effort. After 1945, occupying British authorities stumbled upon the ruins of the Volkswagen works, almost destined for demolition. Seeing potential where others saw wreckage, British Major Ivan Hurst resurrected the factory, restarting production of the simple car that he believed could help motorize war-torn Germany. By 1949, the car officially bore the name Volkswagen Type 1, but it was its distinctive shape and cheerful looks that earned it the nickname Beetle around the world. As economies revived in the 1950s, the Beetle soared to prominence. Its sturdy build, rear-wheel drive, and air-cooled engine made it ideal both for tight European streets and the open highways of the United States. Word of the Beetle's reliability spread, and demand soared. The 1960s and 1970s marked the Beetle's zenith, a symbol of counterculture adorned with psychedelic paint in the Summer of Love and starring as Herbie in Hollywood films. In 1972, the Volkswagen Beetle surpassed the Ford Model T as the best-selling car model in history. Beetle was loved by everyone everywhere, and its shape is even today iconic. Yet, as automotive technology advanced and taste changed, the Beetle's design began to seem dated. Front-wheel drive hatchbacks, like the VW Golf, arrived, gradually eclipsing the Beetle's popularity. Production in Germany ceased in 1978, though factories in Brazil and Mexico continued making Beetles for decades more. By 2003, the last classic Beetle would roll off the line in Puebla, Mexico, marking the end of an era. But the story was not over. In 1998, Volkswagen introduced the new Beetle, a modern homage blending retro curves with contemporary engineering. Still, changing market dynamics meant that production ultimately ended in 2019. Today, the Volkswagen Beetle stands as an icon, emblematic of innovation, practicality, and joy on four wheels. Its legacy endures, not just in museums or collectors' garages, but in the hearts of those who see, in its silhouette, a rolling symbol of freedom and possibility. Technical changes came slowly. The heart was unchanged. A rear engine, air-cooled flat 4, now ranging from around 1 liter up to 1.6, and bumping power from modest beginnings in the 24-34 horsepower range to a spirited 50-60 in its twilight years. It was never just one car either. Super Beetles appeared in the 1970s, boasting improved suspensions and comfort upgrades. The Carman gear clothed Beetle mechanics in flowing sports car lines. Tinkerers in California made legendary off-roaders and Baja 1000 champions from humble Beetles, while Disney's Herbie brought the car worldwide fame as an underdog hero. Across 80 years, celebrities from Jerry Seinfeld to Jay Leno, and arguably the Beatles themselves, drove and cherished Beetles. Owners loved them for their character and dependability. Although the last Beetle rolled off the line in 2019, its legacy remains, More than 21 million produced, countless adventures lived, and an icon etched into the world's memory. It was the best car for the masses in its time, and the noisy air-cooled engine was its signature. It fits it perfectly. We hope to see a new Beetle, perhaps as an electric car, since Volkswagen has revived the iconic minibus. However, these days, competition is fierce, and market tastes are shifting towards larger vehicles. We are glad that we could offer you with this small titan of the automotive world that placed the Volkswagen name in everyone's mouth on all continents. We will showcase our die-cast collection of Beetles in a future episode.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy the content, please remember to give a like and subscribe if you aren't a member yet. It encourages and inspires us to keep providing you with more valuable content.